Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com, and today I have for you a very beautiful Rolex watch. This watch is the Rolex Datejust Stainless Steel Black Index Dial. A model number for this watch is 116300. And before you start, I'll be letting you know we'll be doing an unboxing, reviewing of the case. I'll show you how to adjust the time along with looking over the bracelet and the clasp of the watch. And at the end, I'll give you any necessary information you need to find this watch for the lowest price. Okay, so when you're buying this watch brand new, you of course receive the watch. You have tags, the superlative certified tag here, and also serial number and model number of the watch tag located there as well. In a box, you'll receive it in this box, which is actually a newer style Rolex box, the 2015-2016 version. The earlier versions were a much larger box, and a neat part about this is that it actually has a little pocket here that you can pull down that will contain the Datejust manual and information about the Datejust, and also your warranty card. Always make sure when you buy this watch, buy a watch brand new, and you get the warranty card, they'll have the serial number here. I've blocked out for obvious reasons. The model number. On the back is where this watch was, where you've received this watch from, and of course the date of purchase. Okay, so always put that back, and that can sit back in there. Oops. Okay, so let's move on to the watch itself. So when you buy this watch, brand new, also you got to make sure to check for the stickers. The stickers mean that this watch has been unused. It's completely brand new. Now, where to check for the stickers? At the bottom of the case, there is a clear sticker right underneath. There's a clear sticker at the very top right here. And then turning the bracelet on the southern side, you have one red sticker here. Rolex usually does red stickers on their bracelets, so that's always something to keep in mind. There's one in the inner clasp. There's also one inside the bracelet. And on the case itself, there's going to be a green sticker in the back right here, located right here. On the case backing, little difference if you were to look at maybe the Audemars Piguet does their stickers as blue. So when you look for your Rolex, always make sure that it is a green sticker located on the back. All right, so moving on to the watch. This is a very large version of the Datejust. It is a newer model, and with that newer model, the size is 41 millimeters, and that is amazing. The Datejust normally comes in the 36 millimeter, and now it's in the 41 millimeter diameter case, and it's very, very beautiful. It has a black dial, as you can see, with index markers. The index markers are these rectangular markers here, located all around the dial, opposed to Arabic, which has the actual numbers for the hours. Okay, so all these markers are actually luminous, so they will glow in the dark for about 8 hours. So if you were to go outside and just hang around the sun for a little bit, and you come back home during the night, it will glow up to 8 hours. Okay. On the right side here at the 3 o'clock position is where the date's located. It has a Cyclops lens, as you can see there, for easier viewing and magnification of that date. On the right side here is a crown. The right side here is where the crown is located. And let me actually go ahead and show you how to adjust and set your watch. Okay, so with the crown, as with most Rolex, to unscrew it, all you have to do is just unscrew the crown, just go counterclockwise to position 1, and once you unlock it to position 1, that is actually where you can wind the watch. And to wind the watch, you just have to go counterclockwise. Very simple, but only do it up to 20 times, because any more and you might damage the insides of the watch. How you can tell if you're at the fully wound point is you actually start to feel a little bit of resistance as you go, and that should automatically be a sign that says, hey, stop winding the watch. Okay, so moving on, once you pull this crown out once, you hear a slight tick, and then you'll be able to adjust the date by moving it counterclockwise. Every time you adjust the date, you'll hear a little tick, and that'll let you know, of course, that you're adjusting the date. It's very nice that it has a quick set date feature, by the way. As with most Rolex watches in the modern day, they do have this quick set date feature. Some don't. And the reason why I personally enjoy the quick set date feature is that look how easy it is to turn the date. Look at that. Very simple, very easy. If it didn't have this feature, you'd actually have to move the hour hand or the minute hand all the way around over 24 hours, and you have to keep going until you finally reach the date that you want, and that's a pain. So it's nice that this watch has that feature. Okay, so moving on, you go ahead and pull it out once more to the final position, and this will stop the hack movement, which is the second hand's movement. As you can see, the second hand has stopped moving, and you can go ahead and adjust the date, or adjust the time rather, however you want. And always make sure that you move the crown back into its original position and make sure it's nice and tight. But before I show you that, if you press this back in, the hack movement starts again. You can see the second hand start to move again. So what I was saying, make sure the crown is nice and nicely closed into the case. Make sure it's nice and tight. The reason being is that water can only enter the case through through the hole under the crown, and obviously you don't want water in your Rolex. If you do have water in your Rolex, just a tip, get to your watchmaker immediately and have the water get taken out and have the watch repaired. You don't want any long-term damage, so don't hesitate if you get water in there. So, and specifically for this watch, if you do have the crown all the way adjusted in, it has a water resistance up to 100 meters or about 330 feet, which is pretty nice. Okay, so let's move on to the back side of the case. It's a very simple and clean case, as you can see here. As Rolex doesn't normally put any writing on the case backs, with the exceptions of the Sea Dweller. You'll always see this very simple oyster style case with the fluted going all the way around. And sometimes simple is just much better. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the bracelet. The bracelet, as you can see here, very simple oyster bracelet, but it is very beautiful looking. Look at that. The inner parts of the links have a gorgeous high polish in the center. Gives it a very nice shine on the outsides of the links. You can see at the top and bottom here on each link. It's brushed with a stainless steel, and I believe that actually makes a nice contrast to balance out the high shine of the mirror polish in the center. All the way around, very nice. Okay, so the clasp, of course, has a Rolex logo embossed on there. And the clasp is called a oyster, just a very simple folding oyster clasp. The reason for that is because if you're to open the clasp, it's just one very simple lock, just the oyster. The sports watches have something called the oyster safety lock clasp, which if you were to have the sports watch, this would be the oyster, and it would clasp down, and there would be an additional part that would looks exactly like this, that closes on top of that and locks it in much better. But this Datejust is more of a casual dress wear watch, so it really doesn't need the extra clasp. It's very nice that you're able to go ahead and just open the watch and put it on, and when you want to take it off, it's very simple just to remove. Okay. So another thing is, it's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing, because it is easy to take off. But like I said, it is a dress watch. You shouldn't be doing anything too rigorous anyways. You're not going to be diving in a suit. Or maybe you will, who knows. But general consensus is you wouldn't be diving in a suit. So moving on, the clasp inside the inside of the clasp has a Rolex name engraved on the clasp itself. And let me go ahead and show you this watch on a wrist. Apologize here while I get this set up. All right, look at that, all the way around. See that nice high polish in the center. All right, so if you have any questions about this watch, please write a comment below. If you're interested in buying this watch or any other models for the lowest possible price, go ahead and check out our shop at JazTime.com. We offer the lowest prices, guaranteed, free shipping, and a 1-year warranty. And if you liked the video, we always got lots more to show you guys. Just go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you guys soon.